Hit him with strong flex. I'm official like a ref, trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Yo, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin twin crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N. B-R-O-O-K-L-Y-N.
Yo,
you got a choice every day. What that looks like.
Yo, my fault. Anytime that part play, I apologize. Don't want y'all to get the gist of this with Jock Vaughn setting the show off. I wanted to let y'all know, for one, shout out to Joey BK and the rest of the Nets fans. We the best fans. But I want to say rest in peace to James Earl Jones. I'm not going to speak about him much because I wanted to do that video more justice. I wanted to, make it lengthy. Try to add some video, some visual for you guys so we could look at some of the movies that he been in. Lion King, of course, one of my favorites that he been in. And he's definitely an OG of voiceovers. So shout out to him, man. It's a lot to say about him. I'm saying a little now, but rest in peace to a legend. And somewhat at our my, with me taking a peek into the acting world, seeing how big he is to the acting world, I gotta say I'm impressed and inspired. Did Broadway plays and all that, so shout out to him, man. But yeah, I'm here with Joey BK. You know what I'm saying? I said my piece about James Earl Jones. I wanted to give Joey BK a chance to do so. Talk to this, Joey BK. What's good?
What's good, man? Yeah, man. A lot of eventful stuff, coming, happening, around the country, within sports and without of sports, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, a lot of interesting topics to talk about. Lil Wayne and this Super Bowl appearance, or him not getting the nod to do the appearance in the Super Bowl has like took over social media. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. As far as my brother, the actor passing away, the OG passing away, you know what I mean? That was in a lot of monumental African American films, one of the anchors of the in the African American community in the actor field.
Facts. I'm gonna do a whole video on James Earl Jones, but again, rest in peace. I actually, this video is about, I think it's an atrocity. You know what I'm saying? Jay-Z not having Lil Wayne perform at the Super Bowl halftime Super Bowl when more than more than likely, if it was happening in New York, you would say Jay-Z has to be here performing the same way. Lil Wayne is the biggest thing in Louisiana. He a legend there. You gotta let him perform there. Yeah, that shit happened with Kendrick, but he not supposed to steal the joy and from Lil Wayne. But Lil Wayne deserved that, man. And Jay-Z, I don't know if it's you making this call. I know they basically you getting the blame for it, but if you got a voice in those circles, you gotta let them know Lil Wayne has to perform there, man. He absolutely has to perform there. Like this is the biggest miss, even with Kendrick Lamar having such a big record. Let him perform there too. They got songs together. I'm not saying they should do that song. That's not necessarily a song you should do at the Super Bowl, but nah, man. They make this right. This don't sit right with my hip hop heart. This don't sit right with my hip hop
Yes,
soul.
sir.
You know what I'm saying? I can't allow this, man. I will not have it though. You gotta make this right, JC. How you feel about it though, Joey BK?
Man, listen, let me tell you something. I love Jay as far from a stance of what he's accomplishing in music and as far as him being from Brooklyn and all that. But let's keep it abrupt. But like, as many people in the industry that said Jay Z was a shady dude. Like, so I mean, I think it's politics as usual, right? That's one of his songs. For reason don't politics as usual, and
Yeah.
that's the reason why Lil Wayne ain't performing at the Super Bowl in New Orleans because it's about the fucking politics. You
The
feel what I'm saying?
politics. But so okay, let's talk about it because we ain't talk about nothing else. I mean, basketball season is like among us, yeah. And you know for a fact that we gonna talk basketball. But let's talk about these so-called politics that doesn't have Lil Wayne rapping in Louisiana. Now we not talking about Texas, neighboring
Hold
states. We
on,
not
bro.
talking about
Let's just break down the politics of
what
the
in the
rap. Oh, hold on.
politics.
I'm about to break it down.
Somebody has to
Let's
explain the
let's just
politics of Lil Wayne not
but it's
performing at
all
the halftime
politics
Super
though.
Bowl.
But listen, let me tell you something. When you get to that level, right? When you get to that level of Jay, when you get to that level of Dr. Dre, when you get to that level of Diddy, it's all about the fucking politics, bro. And I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take niggas back to the first Super Bowl. I mean, last year's Super Bowl that was thrown in L.A. Right? Jay got M and Dre. That's who he wanted, right? He wanted
Talk
M
about it.
and he wanted Dre, and Dre brought the whole West Coast out and Snoop and all that. Well, guess what? Jay had a lot of problems with fucking 50 Cent. Jay, being the petty nigga that he is, didn't want 50 performing at that last year's Super Bowl because him and 50 had problems. That is a fact. You could go look it up. And Eminem said he wasn't doing the show without 50. Jay didn't want 50 to perform. He didn't want him to be a part of the shit. So I
Nah, I'm
think
not. But come on. But that's the thing. You in that
no,
type
but
of position.
I'm just telling you what type
The
of game it is.
politics,
But I'm
man.
just telling you why I believe niggas when they say Jay Z is on some gatekeeping type shit and he petty. Because listen, y'all, even people around the industry that's saying that shit. Look at what Cameron said. You don't think Cameron got a good idea of who these people are being in the music industry as long as he has been? Nicki Minaj and all of them, you don't think they got a good idea how Jay Z is and he ain't all the way right? These niggas ain't just
But,
talking because they hating on Jay. You
but
feel what
look,
I'm
but
saying?
I feel you. But are you trying to tell me politics supposed to stop a millie? A million? It's a million. Yo, come
Here's
on,
my
man. What
thing.
the fuck, bro? Hold on. No.
When it was in LA and had the whole West Coast vibe, how do you miss on Lil Wayne having that NOLA vibe and that Louisiana vibe and that Hot Boys vibe and that
They're
whole
gonna take the
young
building, bro.
hold on. And that whole Young Money vibe, how do you miss out on that having a Super Bowl in New Orleans? How do you miss out on it?
Bro, that shake the building type of time, bro. That shake the building type energy,
Listen, and I
bro.
don't want to hear. I'm tired of you corny niggas talk about. Weezy ain't. He don't got the star power, and
Nah.
he don't got. Are you nuts? Yeah, I think y'all niggas forgot who Lil Wayne was, bro. Who he
Nah.
is. Like real talk.
I can't now. So you see me, man. A lot of hip
No,
hop
no, no,
shit
no,
be
no, no. Go
happening.
look at that man's
I
catalog.
be chilling, bro.
Go look up
I be
Lil Wayne's
chilling
catalog. Go look up Lil Wayne's catalog and put some respect on his name, bro. Lil
for
Wayne is
real.
a fucking legend. Lil Wayne
Yeah,
probably inspired the niggas that your favorite rapper for real. Like
facts,
y'all
facts.
niggas,
Yeah.
like
Yo, again, you gotta realize, Lil Wayne came out. You got, and again, I'm from New York, so when Lil Wayne came out, he was immediately accepted by New York, like fucking with him heavy. And on top of that, he was going to do a mixtape with Jules Santana and called the Black Republicans. It never came out, but if you was listening to mixtapes back then, you knew about that album that was supposed to come out with Jules Santana and Lil Wayne.
yeah,
Lil
I
Wayne,
can't feel my face joint.
right, right. Before social media, Lil Wayne was known in New York heavy. You feel what I'm saying? That was a big deal because you
Back in
only
the
known for
MySpace
big
days. Back in the
records.
MySpace days.
Yeah, you only known for big records, or if you're on the front of a magazine, if you on Word Up or the Source, if you on something like that. If you ain't on nothing like that, you feel what I'm saying? Without social media back then, bro, if you was on, put it like this, if you was on that, you was the man, bro. Or you were at least
Listen, let me
heard
tell you
on the
something.
radio. You was at least heard on the radio.
Lil Wayne caught that fire right after Jay-Z kind of like simmered down. And that's why he used to always say the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. He used to always say that. Lil Wayne's run was fucking legendary, bro. Like he was like we wasn't used to like, damn, it's not a New York nigga running the rap game. It's a fucking New Orleans nigga running the rap game. Like you knew, like being from New York, because we were so used to either Jay Z, Biggie, Nas, one of our greats, running the rap game during they runs, or Wu Tang, or Mobb Deep, or the Locks, or Fat. We could throw Fat Joe, Pun, all them niggas in there. You feel what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
always
like
had
that's
it. But listen, it was one
yeah.
time when you knew it was kind of simmering down, that New York had no choice but to bow down and say Weezy had it. He was the hottest MC out in his prime, period, across the country.
Yeah,
He was that
I
nigga.
think
Look,
yeah,
listen,
when
multiple,
yeah,
multiple mixtapes, like he just kept feeding the streets with dope material, and he was just flooding shit.
yep. Yo, and I think when he dropped the track where he did Beyonce instrumental, um and he did This Is Why I'm Hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why he did that beat. Those is like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that track that he did on Beyonce instrumental was going at Jay Z and no shit like that. He was just spitting. Like when he was on that mixtape run, taking everybody beat. He was on that. I remember this song.
No,
He
it's
said,
not.
he
He
said I
always
could jump on. He said I could jump on any beat and make a part two, sharp as a harpoon. Something about a bar stool. Like what? He was going hard on that shit, bro. That shit was tough, bro. That shit was tough, man. Like that mixtape run was one of the best runs I ever seen. I was like, yo, I ain't gonna lie. For him to be rapping
hey,
on everybody else beat like this
they
is
had it
just
on Smash, and it was crazy. You couldn't even keep up with the nigga material. It was just like he was just like flooding shit. Like he was. It's a few artists that had they moments in the mixtape game to me. G Unit and 50/50 had an ultimate run in the mixtape game, right?
yeah,
Ultimate run. It's probably one of the big reasons why he got signed to Eminem. How he caught Eminem's ear, right? He was 50 like G Unit sound and 50 Cent in New York in the early
mm,
2000s. That was it.
yeah,
And then Dipset had they run. That was in that era. That was it. And before that, bro, it was Wayne, bro. Like Wayne had it. Like he was the guy, like for real.
Yeah, but I really don't get how they could just come to a decision and say that we not making. I know what Kendrick did, but Kendrick did that mainly with the California sound. Even the beat that DJ Mustard did, that sound like a West Coast beat. That
Is
sound
it
like a West
is
Coast
it
instrumental, bro.
is it kind of far fetched to say that Lil Wayne is probably not performing at the Super Bowl this year is because of Drake? Is it far fetched to say that and the politics?
No, it's. I think it's too much. I think it's too much of a risk for Jay Z, in my opinion, because of politics. It's too much of a risk for Drake to surprise everybody and be at the Super Bowl. J. Cole to
But my
surprise
thing,
everybody and
but
be
my
at the
thing is
Super
Jay
Bowl.
don't really fuck with Drake like that. And if he put Wheezy on the stage in the Super Bowl, you already know Wheezy gonna bring Drake out, and he probably gonna bring Nicki out. And Jay ain't trying to have
Mm,
that. It's the same thing with the 50
mm.
situation. Remember the 50 situation when he tried to cock block 50? He didn't want 50 performing at the Super
So
Bowl.
hold on. So you trying to tell me that Jay Z can't just say be in a situation where he could say, "Yo, Little Wayne, you can come, but Drake can't come. Drake, you can't come, man. You ain't invited to this party, man." And then make Lil Wayne decide
My
whether or
thing
not he
is,
want to perform at the
how
Super
you
Bowl.
gonna
Hold on, but
how,
offer Lil Wayne now, and then let him turn it down because of Drake or Nicki or whatever. But I'm saying out of honor and respect, you have it in his hometown. You gotta at least say you gotta turn it down for it not to happen. And if it don't happen, it's because you saying no to Drake and Nicki Minaj. We saying no to them. They can't come in. That's what we saying. I know I'm saying Jay Z if he on it like that, but not to have Lil Wayne. Nicki Minaj is from New York. The Drake is from Toronto.
another
You know what
thing?
I'm saying? This ain't the same thing, man. This hold on. Louisiana ain't Drake and Nicki Minaj glory. That's Lil Wayne glory. That's his glory by himself without Drake or Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, but
That's
Brizzy,
what I'm saying.
that's
Like,
what you
no,
saying,
man,
and that's what.
no.
Listen. I feel what you saying, but that's not how Jay looking at it. It's like I said, it's politics as usual. You feel me? Jay got a problem with Nicki. He got a problem with Drake. And you know what? If he bring Wayne on that stage, more than likely he gonna bring the niggas that he got a problem with up there. Now you saying, oh, he could tell him, hey, yeah, you got it. We'll give you the show, but don't bring these niggas on here. Why would he do that? If I'm Jay Z, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just not gonna ask the nigga period to avoid all the bullshit. I'd rather just go get, you know what I mean, what's hot right now. You feel me? In the culture, and not even worry myself with that. You know what I mean? So
So you saying politics? They just playing it safe. Like, hold on, y'all not fitting to
hey
go
man, go
crazy
listen to
on
camera.
halftime
Hey,
Super Bowl.
y'all up here think I'm capping, right? Oh,
Yo,
hold on. Let me get the floor for like 30 seconds. Niggas that's
good.
gonna listen to this and think I'm up here capping, go listen to Cameron's take on this situation. Go listen to Cameron's take in your situation. You gotta understand, Cameron been in the game 20 plus years. He been around Jay-Z and during the Rockefeller days, he bumped heads with Jay Z because Dame brought Dipset to Rockefeller. So trust me, the nigga has a pretty good insight of what type of person Jay Z is. And if you listen to what Cam is saying, he's saying pretty much that Lil Wayne is not fucking performing at the Super Bowl is because of some politics shit and some backstory shit. That is my word. If
No,
niggas think I'm up
I
here
believe
capping,
that. Right, I believe that. But backstory because of what? Him personally with Lil Wayne, or what? Or him and Drake?
I don't think it got nothing to do with Lil Wayne, but I just think, me personally, I think it got, he don't like Nicki. Like Nicki, if you know Nicki Minaj and you follow her, you know she don't like Jay Z. And if you look at her last statement, it was kind of going at Jay Z without really saying his name. She was pretty much directing her comments about Weezy not performing at the fucking Super Bowl because of Jay Z gatekeeping.
Mm,
Period.
mm.
fuck with Jay. She never fuck with J and B, but she don't say their name. But any of her fans know she don't fuck with them. So you
Mm.
already know who she was directing that at. And like I said, y'all niggas think I'm up here and I'm on some wild conspiracy theory shit, and I'm trying to act like I know these niggas. No, I'm not acting like I know Jay. I'm not acting like I know Kendrick. I'm not acting like I know Wayne. But what I'm saying is, when you read between the lines of what niggas is saying in the industry that been in the industry for a while, I mean, it's pretty much saying that fucking Jay-Z is gatekeeping. Pretty much.
Yeah. Man, my thing is, you know, you should be able to. I don't know. For one, it just don't sit right with me, bro. Like Lil Wayne not being in Louis. Had the Super Bowl somewhere else, then. Had that
Well,
shit somewhere else
that's
next year.
why you think niggas is snapping the way they snapping. Like,
Like
'cause
on somewhere else shit. Like if Lil Wayne can't perform there, just have that shit somewhere else. Just that's it.
and I wanted to say something else, and we already heard Kendrick. Like, didn't Kendrick perform at the last Super Bowl? He performed with Dre and them. They brought him out. He was on that stage. I mean,
Okay.
don't get me wrong. Like Kendrick is nice and all that, but I don't want to sit. I don't want to go through a Super Bowl halftime show listening to Kendrick sing "Not Like Us" 4 times in a row. Like, nah, I'm not. Nah.
Nah,
I mean,
I'm saying for the culture. Kendrick Lamar did that last concert. He did that in California. You could do that. That makes sense. It being in Louisiana again, if Jay Z was in New York, but it being in Louisiana, Lil Wayne should be
yo,
at that
yo,
Super
Weezy,
Bowl. Or
yo,
how to hold on? Why? What I'm saying is wow. How the Super
right.
Bowl somewhere else?
No,
How
Breezy,
how the
I
somewhere
wanted to
like
give you your props on something because you brought up an interesting point, bro. And I didn't think about it from that perspective. You said if the Super Bowl was in New York, Jay-Z would have made sure he was the one performing. And now
right?
that you said that shit, that is a fact, bro. That is a
Word.
fact. So if we know, like, for sure, right, we got a good idea that Jay-Z would probably put himself as the performer, like, he's the face in New York. Like, when you think of New York hip hop currently, you think of Jay-Z, right? One of the all-time greats. How can you not feel the same way about fucking New Orleans and not think of Wayne?
Yeah, no, absolutely. That's what I mean. Like what they mean to that city. That's why I mentioned Mustard Beat. Mustard Beat sound like a West Coast beat. It makes sense for Kendrick Lamar and his friends to crick walk all over that beat. You know what I'm saying? I get it. The blood walk, whatever y'all do, man, I get it. But in Louisiana, whatever they do in Louisiana, all of the Louisianians knowing for sure that they voted. You heard me, they voted Lil Wayne supposed to be up there performing and he ain't there. Bro, come on, man. You want to entertain the people? You want to give the people a good show? Do you have their hometown hero perform there? He's a legend. He's not just a hero, he a
He's a
legend.
legend. That's a fact.
A living legend at that.
Me personally, Wayne is on my Mount Rushmore of rap heads. I gotta put him up there. He's
Why
on.
not? Yeah, for sure, man.
But I wanted to say something. I wanted to address something I seen on social media. A lot of people saying that, oh, Wayne, he doesn't like, he's not big enough, or you know what I mean. He doesn't really have that strong fan base like he used to have, and trying to downplay the type of influence this man has had on the game. Fun fact, the head coach of the 49ers, um, Shanahan, right? Kyle Shanahan
Okay.
said he named his son Carter because he was because of how big of a Lil Wayne fan he was.
That's right.
So all y'all niggas out there acting like Wayne don't transcend, my nigga, up into different cultures and different regions,
Yeah.
and he don't got different crazy fans, you're out of your mind. Like, this nigga
Mm-hmm.
is legendary, like, bro. Like, you understand what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I mean, he may not be as big as Eminem when it comes to hitting certain um certain sectors and shit like that within the country of fan bases, but he's pretty fucking close, bro. Lil Wayne
Yeah,
got
nah.
white fans, black fans, old fans, young fans. Like I
Yeah,
don't know, man. I just think the Lil Wayne disrespect is nasty. That's all. That's all.
yeah,
That's all I got.
you got to realize the timeless music that he been making since he been out for a long time. When that run when he was on everybody's song mixtape, and then he was doing
Easy.
features, and
He
then he
put
was doing a feature. He
he
had a
put
song with Eminem. That
he
song
put
is
he real talk. He put Cash Money on his fucking back, my nigga. If it wasn't for Lil Wayne, it would be no Cash Money today. You gotta understand when shit went down, all them niggas left Cash Money or them niggas went to jail. Birdman was stuck with Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne just so happened to turn up and be the hottest nigga in rap. He saved that fucking record company, dog. Real talk.
facts.
He put that
Facts.
shit on his back, bro, by himself when everybody either left or were in jail. Do your fucking history, bro.
Yeah, nah, he been doing it too, and gladly too. He showed the loyalty. All he
That's
did
why
was go
niggas
to
was
get.
so mad. Remember, niggas was so mad. It was a couple niggas in the rap game so mad at Birdman for not paying Wizzy or giving him the money that he wanted because they like, yo, my nigga, Weezy put Cash Money on his back. Like, how do you not take care of Wayne? Remember that? Niggas was Birdman and Wayne was
Yeah,
they little, kabaf, they little, button heads because of money and shit like that. And Rick Ross and all of them niggas was going in on fucking Birdman for that shit.
yeah, but you gotta realize that some of that is Lil Wayne. He know he was young, but he becoming an alpha male, and at the end of the day, you want to get what you deserve.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? Like even if one time in a situation where you didn't understand the business savvy of it and you just, you know what I mean, kind of a novice to it, and you know what I'm saying, you look at the contract for what it is, and
No, not even
that's
that.
it.
A lot of people, I don't mean to cut you off, but a lot of people forget Wayne came up in the rap game as a kid, bro. He was a fucking kid when Cash Money first popped off. You feel me? That nigga was like, what, probably like 13, 14, 15 years old. Like, he couldn't have been
Yeah,
no more than 16. I know that for a fact. He was the
right, right,
youngest. He was a fucking baby. Like,
right. Yeah,
so
no, but yeah,
he's not. What I say that to say this, he's not going to know the ins and outs of the music business, and he just know that yo, I'm a young dude. I came up under a lot of dudes I look up to, and I'm making, and I'm making music. You know what I'm saying? Making something of myself. You feel what I'm saying? He don't know the ins and outs of the rap business. He just happy to be around.
yeah, no, but I'm saying that was like 10 years ago. What you talking about? I think that when that happened,
Yeah,
when that
I
happened,
know it was 10 years ago, but what I'm saying is back then he wasn't supposed to know too much about the rap game. But you
right?
right,
No, no,
as time went on and he grew and he matured and he started learning more, then he started being like you said, yo, there's something ain't right. Like I need more money than this. Like, the math ain't math and type shit. And when
yeah,
Birdman wasn't trying to break no bread, they kind of like they was bumping heads on that. So yeah, I totally agree with that. Yeah, what I'm saying is he couldn't have started off, having his business in order because the guys he came underneath were like family to him, and he was a kid coming up underneath them. So
no,
he
no,
didn't.
absolutely. I wasn't. That wasn't where I was going with it. But I was saying what you were saying before that more so than anything. I was saying more of when you that young, being a star and you just getting everything you want when at your leisure, including money. You not really sweating the particulars. But
Exactly,
but
exactly.
but but as you become more business savvy, more mature, you grow up. You know what I'm saying? You grow up.
Right,
You start. You guys start becoming inquisitive. You know what I mean? Especially
right, right,
about your money. You know what I'm saying? You become inquisitive about your money. Like, what about this and what about that? And well, maybe if we avoid that, we could keep this. You know what I mean? Because and I'm not saying them in particular, specifically, because I don't know,
right.
right? But I think I seen this with Mike Tyson or some
No,
shit
no,
like
bro,
that.
bro,
Don
bro,
King.
breezy,
And
breezy,
they was
breezy.
talking about
Hold
how
on,
towels was
hold on.
$20,000 for
No, not
towels.
even,
Like
not even
what?
on Tyson. You're not
No,
even
I
on
don't
Tyson.
know. I don't know.
Not even with the Tyson shit, but just just how it was with black entertainers. Period during those early times, and what I mean. Just think of that. Let's go back to that. It was a skit on Jay-Z's album. He's like, talking about the record executives, and he said they'll have you looking good, but no dough. You know what I mean? What he meant by that is, how they was doing Wayne. Wayne would get Baby would buy Wayne cars. Baby would buy Wayne the house. But Wayne would never ever get to see any residual cash flow on his own. He didn't have a
Mm,
bank account. So it was like he was being baby. It's like, okay, yeah, nigga, okay, you want that, I'll get that for you, or you could get this, but not knowing like, damn, you probably bought in triple amount of the shit that you getting on your budget. You feel me? So they had shit bought for them. They weren't giving money. You know,
yeah, no,
Birdman was controlling the whole situation. Wayne was young. You're like, yo, you cool with it because you a little young nigga from the ghetto. You like, yo, the nigga, I got a nice house. Nigga bought me a couple of whips. I'm famous. I don't want for nothing. I got jewelry. You know what I mean? Like, but
but
niggas ain't
but
really giving you what you supposed to be giving you. They just taking care
right.
of you like you a hoe.
Yeah, but nah, but slowing it down, just keep staying with the business savvy side of it. I think what a lot of people miss is the impact of having your publishing. Like, you're not just saying, it just throwing that out there like it's something to brag on. No, it means almost everything. That means this money now, this can make money for me without me working physical labor. I don't have to do a show. I don't have to perform at a fucking do the 100 city tour.
But but
Like,
but
yeah,
but
you might think that's the life while you and when the beginning, but nigga, that's a lot. A
but
hundred
but
city
what I'm
tour
saying
and
is,
take you to, you know what I'm saying? Like
re-
you, and I'm only saying that to say sometimes these, you know what I mean? They be in situations where they gotta tour and get that show money because they don't have their publishing. Artists who have their publishing have a little more financial.
I will say
I won't
this.
say, I won't say a little more.
Hold
I
on.
would say they
But
have more financial flexibility than
but
artists who don't have their publishing.
let me just say this. I think the music game has evolved. You feel me? Like, yo, man, when black, rap and R&B and all that took off, a lot of those artists were getting screwed over. Majority of them, compared to how artists are doing now. Like, as an artist, you could be independent, you could be in control of everything, and you could be bringing in cash flow if you got a solid fan base. You feel what I'm saying? And a decent team behind you. I say that to say this, man. Today's musician, today's rapper, today's artist is way more business savvy than 15, 20 years ago, man. Guys are really knowing about publishing and knowing about royalties and certain things that they are supposed to get. Trust me, not too much of that is missed. I'm not sitting here saying that it ain't artists that are still probably being screwed over, but it's artists are in a very better light than they were 15, 20 years ago. Let's just say that you could be a little above average artist and still make decent money and keep your head above the water. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you got multiple outlets to help you do that. You know what I mean? So it was harder back then, man. It was harder. Niggas didn't care.
Yeah,
Niggas was getting 360 deals. Niggas was getting screwed over, and you know what? That's just the dirt nasty side of the music business. It's about they about making money. They ain't your friend. You know.
yeah, nah. I'm not gonna lie, man. I think a lot of artists, we would say, oh, they have one hit wonders. Like maybe they just got to see what the business side of the game was, and they just say, you know what, I'm gonna just do some other shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't have to be a rapper or a
Yeah,
singer. Like I
that's
would
true. They
love
can they
to.
can pivot off of that. They can pivot off of that. And like I
Yeah,
said, either they could pivot off of that or they could look like, let's look at Young Dolph. Young Dolph wasn't never signed to a major. If you listen to Dolph rap, he always bragged about being independent. And you know what? He was a famous rapper. He made great money because you know what? He had a solid fan base and he was business savvy. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
he knew his business. So he probably gonna make more money than a rapper that's fucking two times as bigger than him that's getting fucking raped in the industry and signed to a major record deal. So
Yeah. Yeah.
just because a nigga is on a major don't mean he making more money than a nigga that's independent. Because that nigga that's independent ain't got too many hands in the pot, and he probably taking care of all of his business in house.
Yeah, yeah, those, and I think those they also considered predatory contracts. And I think at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, um you gotta tread lightly. You gotta be careful and know what it is that you actually dealing with far as the element on the business side of it, because sometimes you gotta do your homework too to see if they you know what I mean, their history, their track record of actually artists getting paid. You know what I'm saying? It's like you supposed to come into the game business savvy, but the truth is, a lot of artists, they talented, they're not really business savvy. They just super duper talented, and they be trusting these quote unquote managers, and you know what I'm saying. And I don't think they naive for that. But now that you know what I'm saying, you hear so many different stories. It is, I think it'd be important to be cautious. You know what I mean? You should, if you're gonna, you know what I'm saying, find out what's going on with that. It's one thing to be talented, it's another thing to protect the integrity of your talent too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want people, you know what I mean, stealing your songs, and it be different type of shit going on too, you know what I mean? And I think just a lot of times, as I consider all of this, I still can't see not one politic, not one bill passed, not nothing that say Lil Wayne shouldn't be part of this, man. Because he could easily separate from Nicki, because she from New York and Drake from Toronto. Just lead them out of it, like,
All I,
and then make that bond. Like, yo, look, listen, you a boss. You know what I'm saying? You put them on. It's not like they put you on. You put them on. There's some from boss to boss.
all I'm saying is, if it ain't politics, then what is it? Because I mean, everybody's saying that Wayne should have been performing in the fucking Super Bowl in New Orleans. Like I
They
said,
should, they should be able to settle this and let Lil Wayne perform. I'm not saying that don't let Kendrick perform or let Kendrick perform with Lil Wayne. I just think that letting Kendrick perform, then they announcing it this early, it's them making a statement. You know, what are they trying to say to us? You know what I'm saying? Forget how we feel about Lil Wayne not being there. That's our perspective
yo,
on the
I'm gonna
matter.
say something. I'm gonna say something,
Them,
and it's probably going to sting the Kendrick fans a little bit, or they probably gonna get upset with me. But my nigga, let's keep it a buck though. If Kendrick doesn't have a rap battle with Drake, we probably not even talking about this nigga performing at the Super Bowl. I mean, am I bugging?
talking
Because like
shit.
what fucking song do he got on the fucking radio or some new shit that he dropped that's shaking the streets up? Because I ain't hear shit from this nigga in a minute. So how all of a sudden this nigga was fucking sleep in a cave, and then all of a sudden he get into it with Drake, and now he's the biggest thing since fucking sliced bread because he won the battle with Drake. And he should perform at the Super Bowl
No,
now. All I'm
nah,
saying is, all I'm saying is,
yeah.
it's not like Kendrick had the streets on fire and he got some hot new shit out right now. The nigga is performing because he was in a rap battle with Drake and he supposedly won. Like, really? We not even talking about this nigga performing if he doesn't get in this battle with Drake, my nigga. He's not performing at the Super
All
Bowl.
right, so hold on. Will it make you feel better as a fan if Kendrick Lamar take that beat and rap over it? That beat, that first person shooter beat.
Man, listen. What's gonna make me feel better if Kendrick be like, nah, I don't feel right performing at the fucking Super Bowl. I think that should be Wayne. Period. But that he probably would never do that. That's what would make me feel that's what would make me feel happy if he rescind his offer to perform and suggest Lil Wayne have it. I mean that's just me. And no, and
That's real
I'm
quick.
not trying to disrespect, Kendrick, because he's a dope artist and all that. But come on, come on, Five. This should just make too much sense. Wayne,
Nah,
New
hold
Orleans,
on. Nah, let's slow it. Let's slow it down. Let's slow it down. If Kendrick Lamar, like Joey BK, shout out to Joey BK. If Kendrick Lamar say, "All right, look, I'ma slow it down." Drake, I'll call a truce with no matter how and I'll call a truce with you if you don't come to the Super Bowl. If you and J. Cole don't try to pop out and do that goddamn song, I will call a truce off. And Kendrick don't even, like you said, he rescind. He don't even show up. And if Drake and J. Cole pop out, just turn the lights off. like I know it can't be that simple. You can't do that at the Super Bowl. But bro,
yeah,
Lil
man.
Wayne gotta perform there, bro. Kendrick Lamar should do exactly what you say. He should rescind. He should say, you know what? The same thing J. Cole did to get out that battle. That's the same thing Kendrick Lamar should do. He should sit at the stage on his next concert and say, yo, look,
Sound like, hey man, we sound like some selfish jerks to all the Kendrick Lamar fans right now. I'm just letting you know that.
bro, it's three people watching us, bro. They ain't that mad, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, listen, to all the ones that's gonna watch after this, know this. That seriously, bro, this not about if you're a fan of hip hop, if you're a fan of culture, not just being a fan of your favorite.
Right,
Fan
right,
of my favorite, fan of my favorite. No, be
right,
a
right, right,
fan
right.
of hip hop, be a fan of culture. You know that Lil Wayne's supposed to be, come on, Lil Louisiana Wayne. That's what it is. It's not Lil. He really not Lil. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You
no disrespect, but he don't really mess with his pops like that, I heard, know what I mean? So he ain't calling himself Lil. He only got the Lil there because of Louisiana. Louisiana.
yeah.
Come on, man. Like, nah, he gotta perform at the Super Bowl.
Breezy said, man, this shit deeper than rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is for the culture. Like, this shit just makes too much sense. It's deeper than niggas petty beefs and all of that. This is for the culture. Like, the culture needs this. Like, it just makes too much sense for it not to happen. And that's why a lot of people are at outrage because they're like, yo, what is it? Like, how did this not happen? So it got to be some kind of politics going on because Lil Wayne in New Orleans at the Super Bowl, and all you people saying, well, they had the Super Bowl about 5 or 10 times in New Orleans, and none of y'all was outraged about Lil Wayne not performing. Well, I'm here to tell you that you have to bring context to the conversation, right? Yes, that is true, but Jay-Z wasn't in charge then. All right. He just started being in charge last fucking year when he cut that deal with the fucking NFL. And that's why Dre and Eminem and all them performed last year in LA. Back then,
What?
10
Yeah.
years ago, Jay-Z he didn't have the contract with the NFL. So why y'all keep bringing that up? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, Jay-Z is in charge now. He's the man that's in charge now. He's supposed to be pushing the culture forward, right? He made the deal for the culture, right? So we can put hip hop artists on a fucking Super Bowl stage, right? So how does he not fucking do this for the culture and put one of the biggest hip hop artists out of Louisiana, if not the biggest, performing at the fucking Super Bowl in New Orleans, Louisiana? How does that not fucking happen?
Bro, there's a lot of artists that came out of a lot of different places. Like you think of Chicago, it's Common, Twister. I can't think of nobody bigger than I wouldn't even know about Louisiana if it wasn't for Lil Wayne. On some real shit. He put his city on a map. Like
Um,
I'm saying that to say that's nothing to sneeze at. You gotta have him there. But we'll see, man. You know what I mean?
I think it was Master P, but I feel you. But I think Master P, to me, I'm probably a
You can
little
say
older than
Master P.
Master.
You can say I say Master P culture and business wise, maybe. But
No, I'm talking about as far as putting New Orleans on the map, like
okay,
tourist.
yeah. No. I'll say Master P. You got
And,
it with that.
and then No Limit, don't we can't forget about that No Limit run that because that shit was epic. Let me say, na 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 na, and the niggas had like
Nah,
30.
you
They
got it.
had about 20 or 30 niggas dropping a new album every month.
Nah,
Yeah,
but that song right there, that put them on the map for real. Yeah, and I remember Silk the Shocker and not liking his flow and
Silk the Shocker, C Murder. I forgot the female name. Not Gangsta Boo. Gangsta Boo was Memphis. But they had a
um
female. I forgot her name. You know who I'm talking about. Them niggas had mad niggas
yeah.
on No Limit. Them niggas had mad,
Mhm.
and that's when Master P About It. He came out with the movie. Remember he came out with the About It movie?
Mhm.
Yeah, X. Yeah, he came out with the About It movie. That shit took the hood over by storm. Listen,
Yeah.
nigga, P had niggas in New York watching that shit, and he was a New Orleans nigga on some. That was a hood New Orleans movie, and P had niggas in New York City looking at that shit. So how
Mhm.
can niggas not say that nigga? Nah, P was the one. P put New Orleans on. Now after the No Limit era, Cash Money came along, and then that's when they had their time with it. But before them, it
Yeah.
was No Limit for sure.
But that's another thing. He ain't even saying Master P ain't nobody gonna be there for the culture.
To me, my personal opinion, I think it should have been a Cash Money No Limit thing. If you ask me,
Yeah.
not let just do
Hmm.
not let just do Wayne. Let's do two of the biggest coaches out of the New Orleans fucking area
Yo,
ever.
hold on. Is this they first Super Bowl?
Who?
Louisiana. First time in the Super
Yeah,
Bowl.
that's
Hell no.
saying. No,
This
and
is
that's
like they
the first
10th.
time. Yeah, that's why I was saying. Remember when I said all the niggas was saying, "Oh well, New Orleans had the Super Bowl before. Why wasn't y'all tripping about it then?" And I said, "Well, because Jay Z wasn't in charge then. He's in charge
Yeah.
now.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's the biggest difference though. Seriously.
Exactly. But niggas always
That
want to
is the
play these
biggest difference.
niggas want to play these mind games and shit. Like, nigga, why you bringing that up? Jay Z wasn't in charge then, so that's irrelevant. You know,
I
like
mean, the thing now is that like the NFL ain't wasting no time, bro. Like I ain't gonna lie, Drake. It's gonna be very very difficult to Drake for come back from this shit, bro. Like this shit. First off, the record is like damn near 6 going on 7 million sold. That's number one. Two, he got to go everywhere in the world and hear this shit. This is worse than what Back to Back did with the Meek Mill. To me, this is way worse than that. And I said this weeks ago before the beef even started. Remember, we was having this conversation during the first person shooter shit, and I said, yo, I was like, yo, the first thing I said, I was like, yo, realistically, Aubrey don't need to say nothing. And I stood by that the entire time. I was like, yo, he really don't need to say nothing. But the fact that Jermaine set him up and copped the bullshit ass plea at the Dreamville show, he had to say something. Or at least he
Yeah.
felt like he had to
No,
say
no,
something.
no, 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 no.
That nigga
Why,
Jermaine
why you
lined him up, bro.
saying? Why?
I'm standing on that. Jermaine set him up. Breeze. I'm not. Nah, y'all laugh. That shit ain't funny, bro. Nah. Jermaine set that nigga up because he already knew what was gonna happen.
Yeah, that shit sounds so hilarious,
Jermaine
man.
set up Aubrey, bro. I am like yo. For as long as this shit come up, and I be honest, bro, Kendrick fans is wilding out now, and they need to slow down, my nigga. Them niggas is acting like motherfucking Tiana Trump right now, bro. If you know, you know. But yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. The thesis of this entire battle, bro, they needed a whole lot of niggas to set this nigga Aubrey up. The nigga Future was involved in it.
Nah,
Metro Boomin was involved
hold
in it.
on. Nah, this is
Jermaine was
different.
the last. Jermaine was the last piece to the puzzle. They was like, "Yo, what can we do to get this nigga Aubrey to say something that's way that we know he gonna be out of bounds and that's gonna expose him." The second that Future and Metro Boomin came out with that shit, and they announced the second album, whatever. My nigga, I said, yo, this nigga don't even know he just got set up. Jermaine was the last piece to the puzzle, bro. Y'all niggas think I'm bullshitting, bro. Jermaine set your man's
Right.
up.
Damn, man.
He
So
set
you
that
said,
nigga up. I strongly believe that it was a conspiracy. It was a calculated conspiracy to set this nigga Aubrey, Drake Graham, whatever the nigga last name up, bro.
damn, man.
They
They
set that
set
nigga Aubrey
them
up,
up.
bro. They set him up, Joey. They set him up.
That's your conspiracy theory.
Yeah, Jermaine lined him up. Jermaine lined the nigga up, bro. He did. He lined him up.
I
The
don't. I
second
just
that
me personally, I just don't. I think Cole just didn't want to be in the middle of that shit. Like Cole seen where it was going, and he didn't want no part of it.
exactly,
No, no,
but the
no. But
thing
that's
is,
what. Hold on. That's
but
what.
Joey,
I
Hold on.
don't
Let me
call
say
that
this.
necessarily lining him up though. But you know what I
Yo, no,
mean.
no, hold on, because I want to say I remember seeing him every time somebody random see him. He looked so at peace, and then I thought to myself, yo, everybody's saying he lost, but when you see pictures of him, he don't look like he lost. He looked like he did what was best for him, bro. Everything he said at the front of that stage was true. He said,
who you
"Yo,
talking about,
man,
Cole?
I don't want to sacrifice my peace, bruh." A whole shitstorm came down after that.
Exactly. But the thing is, him saying that put a back that put Drake, bro, like at one of those side moments where he was like, I know this nigga didn't just cop the plea when I ain't have to say nothing the whole entire time. Cause that was what Drake was thinking, bro, before that shit had happened. I'm
I
telling you.
I agree with you. I think I see what you're saying. I think it kind of like with 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 Cole gracefully bowing out, it kind of like shifted all the energy towards Drake. Cause it's like, okay, well, like if Cole gracefully bowed out, now Drake, what the fuck you gonna do? Type shit. Because
Basically.
I think Drake was hoping just to sit back and watch Cole
That's
and fucking
exactly what he was
Kendrick
planning to
uh
do.
fucking tear each other assholes out in the moment.
That's
But
exactly what he was trying to
but
do,
So hold
Joey.
on, no. Hold on. Let's go further. So maybe it was a triple cross because J. Cole figured out that they wanted J. Cole and Kendrick to battle. And J. Cole, you heard it in his song. He wasn't rapping the same way. I just heard him on an ASAP track. He was rapping different. You know what I'm saying? And he sounded like the old Cole before the beef ever happened. So I'm saying that to say, when he did that track versus Kendrick Lamar, that ain't feel right. You know what I mean? And I don't like how it seemed like Drake tried to set up J. Cole now. You trying to set J. Cole up to battle Kendrick Lamar.
and not even it's
Bruh.
not even it was not even Drake though. I think the whole
And that's
I think
why
no no I think
that's
the
why
whole
Cole did what he
hold
did
on. I
because
think the
the
Cole
nigga tried to sit back and try to allow him to line up a nigga that he was realistically cool with, and he was realistically like he considered a homie. He considered Kendrick a homie. He didn't want to do that shit at all. The fact that Drake was kind of the fact that he kind of knew Drake was sitting back on some. All right, man. Let me just let these niggas do what they do, man. I'm in a different money bracket,
but
man. Like it is
we
what it
gotta
is.
bring some a little bit of context to it though. Though even though Drake may have been feeling like that, the culture at that time and people of rap wanted this. They wanted Cole to go at Kendrick. Even Cole said it. He was like, "Yo, my homeboys and everybody. Every time I see somebody like, yo, you ain't gonna go at that nigga Kendrick. Like, yo, you ain't gonna say nothing. Like, yo, he was like, yo, even people in his camp, outside of his camp, everybody wanted him to go at Kendrick after Kendrick got on that shit with Metro Boomin and Future. You feel what I'm saying? So it was like he said he kind of fed into it a little bit. And then he said after he did it, it didn't sit right with his spirit because he really friends with Kendrick. He niggas put the battery in Cole back, and and that's why he made that little diss towards Kendrick, and he felt bad afterwards. But niggas are try to spin it and be like, "Oh, that nigga just scared. Oh, Cole just scared of Kendrick because he know he can't out rap him." But I mean, some niggas might feel like that way. Some niggas might feel like, hey, Cole gracefully bowed out because he didn't want to be a part of the shit fest. We don't know. Was Cole really scared to battle Kendrick? or was he really genuinely didn't want to go at Kendrick because he seen him as a good friend? We don't know. We don't know the nigga mindset. You feel me? But each side gonna look at it differently. You feel what I'm saying?
I'll tell you what I know. I know both niggas, bruh, it was two light skinned niggas playing chess while a dark skinned nigga was already ahead of the board. He was already ahead of the board, bro, because I could guarantee you the joints that he had lined up for Drake, he had lined up for Cole as well.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it for sure. I totally agree with you. I think Kendrick was waiting on this moment. He wanted to battle either of them, and I believe he already had fucking arsenal of shit just sitting in the cut. Oh, I totally agree with it. But who I don't
Nah,
think,
but
who I
but I
don't think,
think
but
hold on now.
no, let me just say this real quick, Breezy. I
But
honestly don't think Cole was that type of nigga. Like he's not just gonna have a bunch of diss records or have shit reference or waiting just in case he got into it with Kendrick. I honestly think he didn't see it that way, bro. And I don't think, but I think Kendrick seen it that way as to more like, yo, I think Kendrick wanted to battle Cole more than Cole wanted to battle Kendrick. But I think people just put that battery in the Cole back and he just had no choice but to do it.
yo, I ain't gonna lie, man. Um,
Trying to piece this shit together, bro. Like I already pieced it together. I know exactly what happened, bro. But
yeah,
I'm
I
telling
think
you exactly what
that
it was.
no. But
Aubrey
what I'm
tried to
saying
sit
is
back and let
Kendrick.
them two niggas bash each other upside the head. It didn't work. It backfired because the nigga
Yeah,
J Cole copped a plea on stage in front of his fan base, and then that's when this
but
nigga
I was
sat
trying
up
to.
and was like, "All right, bro."
Yeah, I was trying to say to again, yeah, I think he always wrote like that. I think certain writers they storytellers, certain writers be battle rappers. Kendrick, he got that battle rapper type of style, you know what I'm saying? But when they dropped that big three, again, I keep telling y'all this. Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, they was supposed to drop a mixtape called Black Friday years ago, like 10, maybe 15 years ago. And that shit ain't never come out. So when J. Cole said specifically that line, we like the big three. I love when they argue. Kendrick don't want to argue. He want to be clear on who's number one. Like ain't no argument. I want to battle you. And I think a lot of times they tried to avoid it. And then when he seen them team up, I think he was just I don't know, that beat go hard too. You
I
know what I'm
think,
saying? That he was
can I
rapping
say
over too.
something?
I ain't gonna lie.
I think this is my honest take. I think
That
Kendrick
16 was clear.
Kendrick wants to be the best in rap, and I also think Cole wants to be the best in rap. But I think they wanted to take two different avenues to get there, right? Like Kendrick is like, yo, like I'm nice. Everybody think I'm the best. You nice. Everybody think you the best. Fuck it. I want to battle you. I want to battle the best, right? That's why he would he gave Drake and Cole that love tap on Future and them and Metro Boomin them song. You feel what I'm saying? But I think Cole's avenue is different. Cole's like, yo, I just want to get on the dopest beats and spit the dopest verses type shit. Like he want, you know what I mean? He ain't trying to get into a battle with no nigga. He just want to be organically into rapping and being the best rapper and focusing on the art. You feel me? While
Yeah,
Kendrick is
that's
like,
true.
nah, I want to battle. Like I'm not, I'm nice, you nice, but I think Kendrick got more of that battling shit in him than Cole do.
I think he
He
do too,
do.
but at the same time, bro, like listen, one of the reasons why I said, bro, as far as like the overall full status of actual rapping from like person to person, bar for bar,
Right.
I honestly thought the entire battle was mid, but in terms of rap for rap. But like because I heard Kendrick call out other niggas. I heard him call out Crit. I heard him call out Big Sean, and that
Right.
shit didn't go to it, and that shit went left quickly because them niggas actually know that like they actually do the shit too. So he
Right.
called them niggas out, bro, and he lived to regret it. So my thing is like, all right, bro, this to me this was about knocking off a nigga that you felt was doing something to the brand that you didn't like. That's what I felt like this was
I
overall.
think he also I think it's a little bit of jealousy there. I think Kendrick is mad that he feel that niggas think Drake or J. Cole is better than him. I think he has kind of a chip on his shoulder about that. Like, yeah, like these niggas is better than me. How are they bigger than me when I'm better than them in rap?
Right,
How are
but
they
hold
bigger
on. I
than me?
just right. And just to bring it, you know, just to bring Leaf up to speed, we were saying that Lil Wayne should perform at this concert. Now, regardless of who you think is the best out of the four, Lil Wayne should be performing at this halftime. You know what I'm saying, for the Super Bowl, because it's in Louisiana. Period. That's how, as a fan, I look at it. And not only as a fan of him, just a fan of hip hop, a fan of culture. And you know what I mean? Like you said, have No Limit up there, have Lil Wayne up there. And if no Master P up there, and he say he don't want Drake up there, Drake ain't coming. Drake knows not to cross no
All
Master
I'm saying,
P.
all I'm saying is niggas got Eminem for the last joint and then ended up bringing the whole West Coast out. Like, you know what I mean? So,
I
you
mean,
know,
the story on
and
that.
50 Cent, excuse me, the whole
Yeah,
Interscope.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
no. Hold up. Now, there's the story on that because them niggas was explaining that in an interview. Um, Basically, that whole shit was like Dre, because I think Rihanna did it one year. And Rihanna did this show, and then the shit where Eminem had got up there, that was basically Dre sending an invite to who he wanted to send an invite to. That's all that was.
Okay, let me
Like
ask you this, Leaf. Who was the headliner? Was it Eminem or was it Dre?
it was Dre.
It was Dre. That's what I thought.
Yeah, it was
But I
Dre. It was Dre. It
but
was Dre that was. It was Dre that was the headliner. Eminem was invited. Eminem was
right,
invited. So because a lot of them niggas like, don't get me wrong, like they like like Eminem still did his last album on Shady Aftermath, my nigga, but that like the ties that he still has to Dre is just like, all right,
too
still those
strong.
ties.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it's
saying?
too
Like
strong.
I
Right,
understand that, but
right.
the
So
thing
it's
is,
like
so he was gonna get invited just off the strength of that. Snoop got invited because that's Dre homie.
right.
They
I
been
mean,
down. You
they
know what I'm
came up
saying?
together. Like
Yeah,
they
yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
like
but
they've been
no,
doing records for years. So that's what that was. Now in terms of this shit, I'm not gonna lie. The NFL, bro, like woo, these niggas. Oh man, the NFL, man. Yeah, I feel like the NFL, man. They threw out the gauntlet, bro, like to some shit, bro. Because in my personal opinion, I think like and I don't never think that Drake is gonna stop selling records. I think Drake is in probably in a different venue of money and how he earns.
right, and
That's all
status.
that is, bro. Like I don't really like if his rap, if
I
his
mean, people like
career,
listening to Drake's music. Like
yeah, yeah,
he's more
listening to
you know what
Drake's
I mean?
music overall, bro, I don't think it's over. But his as far as his ID as a rapper,
I think his aura
yeah,
isn't that strong.
his
It was
aura as a
before
yeah,
this
his aura,
happened.
Oh,
Before this happened, it was like Drake was bulletproof.
right.
Now he doesn't seem to be
yeah.
like bulletproof anymore.
Yeah, no, I never thought that he was bulletproof because of rappers like Kendrick to be all the way 100 with
Yeah,
you.
but he can
I've
run with
been
that.
I,
He
I've
can
been
run with that moniker, Breezy. He can run with that moniker when you're the most
yeah,
when you're currently the most successful rapper in the game.
That's a fact.
but
And
that's
don't get it
because
twisted. Just because you're more successful don't mean you're a better rapper than me. You feel me?
right,
And
right,
that's what I think
right.
Kendrick had a little issue with. Yo, how is this nigga pushing this type of shit better than me when I'm pushing this shit for the culture and I'm better at rap than this nigga?
Yeah, but no, but again, it's remember, it's artists they entertain or connect or resonate with different audiences. And that be the large part of it, who's buying records and who's selling out shows and all of that. And based on the international artists they get linked with, you know what
That's
I'm
a fact.
saying? And but I say that to say some of that is management, but just for the culture, that's why again, Lil Wayne, somebody before he became this quote unquote international artist, he went so heavy with the mixtapes that it was like international artists was coming to him. Sometime it'd be the
Exactly.
other way around where the
Exactly.
artists go international and it's like, oh wow, the international artist is like, you know what I'm saying? they putting you on. Like Kanye, I feel like he put that, what's that girl, Estelle? I feel like he put her on. So there's sometimes big stars over here that put on international stars, and it's not always international stars putting us on to, I guess, a bigger market. You know what I'm saying? But hold on, I gotta say, I gotta close out, fellas. Definitely gonna be busy, but shout out to y'all. We are hour in. Hopefully everybody hit that like button. Gotta get a commercial from Leaf before we go. Leaf, let them know where they can find your content.
YouTube.com/ Lee 4788. I just landed this new job with Amazon. I'm starting training Wednesday and Thursday. So, but everything's still gonna go with the Nets games at night. Depending on how my schedule look, man. So but it's not going in interval with the basketball season. Football season has already gotten tight a little bit because the Packers done through some shit, whatever. But other than that, I'm still on a schedule. The Rutgers games might interject. If the Rutgers games interject with the Nets games, I'll just flip a coin and see who the hell I'm doing that night, bro. So I'll figure it out.
Word, and shout out to Joey, shout out to Lee for that, and shout out to Joey BK. They can find your content on Nets World, right? On Facebook.
Yeah, yes, sir, man. That's Nation, man. And on X as well. Joey BK up there. So, um, yeah, man. I mean, it's been a little dead, because ain't too much been going on with the Nets, but season about to start up, so we about to pick up traffic. You know how that go in the off season.
Absolutely.
All right. So of course, y'all know y'all can find me here on YouTube, Big Fan Breezy. Please subscribe to the page. Appreciate all y'all rocking with us in the off season. Appreciate that support. We're gonna be back soon with more content. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good night,
Yo,
y'all.
all right, we getting back.